Dear friends, welcome back to my channel. In this class, let us discuss about beats, the theory of beats and finally the application of beats. Okay? Beats. Actually, it is also one 5-mark question. What are beats? And give the theory of beats like that. They use it to ask the question, the annual examination. So you might have heard about Doppler effect, isn't it? Doppler effect means actually in the last year it was there in the syllabus, but now they have deleted this from the syllabus. Doppler effect says mainly about, so whenever there is a relative motion between the source of sound and the observer, then there will be the change in frequency of sound heard by the person. It means, for example, there is a mic set. Okay, so it means an amplifier, so which is producing sound. Okay, if you go towards that mic system, then the frequency of sound heard by you goes on increases. Similarly, so whenever you come away from that mic system, so then the intensity of sound heard by you gradually decreases. It is said to be the Doppler effect. Otherwise, so you keep quiet in your room. So suppose one vehicle is coming by blowing the horn. So then the intensity of sound heard by you increases. When it departs from you, then the intensity of sound heard by you decreases. It is about Doppler effect. But here, in case of beats, what happens? So due to the superposition of two sound waves traveling along the same direction, so there will be periodic rise and fall in the intensity of sound. This phenomenon is called beats. The phenomenon of alternate, otherwise continuous fall and rise, rise and fall in the intensity of sound. So due to the superposition of two sound waves traveling along the same direction is said to be beats. Okay, so the periodic rise and fall in the intensity of sound heard by us due to the superposition of two sound waves traveling along the same direction is said to be beats. Why it happens? What is the main reason for beats to occur? Means that is superposition or interference of two sound waves. Okay, so after watching this video, I will upload 2 more videos, small videos, animation videos. Otherwise, 2 videos I am going to upload. So there you can visualize how beats are formed and how beats can be heard. Okay. Anyhow, so just now I said about beats. Now let us go for theory of beats. Theory of beats. Okay. See, as I said earlier, beats are formed due to superposition of two sound waves. Now let us consider two sound waves. Y1 is equal to A sin omega 1 t and Y2 is equal to A sin omega 2 t. Be the two sound waves traveling along the same direction. Okay, and you know about these different terminologies. Y means displacement produced by the wave. I mean the displacement of the particle from the mean position. So A means amplitude, omega means angular frequency, t means time. Okay. Next, see here. According to superposition principle, according to principle of superposition, what it states, superposition theorem, resultant displacement is equal to individual displacements. That is, y is equal to y1 plus y2. Okay, now I will take A outside. If I take A outside, then it becomes sin omega 1t plus sin omega 2t. Okay, now it is of the form sin c plus sin d. Okay, sin c plus sin d. Sin c plus sin d on expansion it gives us 2 sin c minus d, c plus d by 2 cos c minus d by 2. That is the expansion form of sin c plus sin d. Therefore, here treat this as c and this as d. Next, it gives us 2 sin omega 1t plus omega 2t divided by 2 cos omega 1t minus omega 2t divided by 2. Okay, this is the expansion form of sin c plus sin d. Next, what I am going to do here means I will take 2 pi t outside. From omega you can extract 2 pi. Okay, therefore it becomes a into 2 sin 2 pi t. If I take outside, it becomes f1 plus f2 by 2. Similarly, for this cos 2 pi t, f1 minus f2 divided by 2. Next step, this is 2a. I will write cos term first. 2a cos 2 pi t f1 minus f2 by 2. Otherwise, you can write this t over here, no problem. Then sin 2 pi f1 plus f2 by 2 times t. Okay. Now what I will do, I will replace this entire term with some capital R. R times sin 2 pi f1 plus f2 by 2 times t. Okay. So this is the resultant wave formed due to superposition of two sound waves traveling along the same direction. Okay. Now, where R is equal to, in place of R we can write 2a cos 2 pi f1 minus f2 by 2 times t, and this is called the amplitude of resultant wave. The amplitude of resultant wave. Whatever resultant wave is formed due to superposition of y1 and y2, and that wave's amplitude is capital R, whose value is 2a cos 2 pi f1 minus f2 by 2 times t. Okay. So why do we need this? Why do we need this means, actually in the earlier, so what I have said for the definition of beats, it is the periodic rise and fall in the intensity. Rise means maximum, fall means minimum, isn't it? See, that's why. When the maximum sound can be heard means when R is maximum. Okay. For R to be maximum, that is rise in intensity of sound. Okay. For R to be maximum, this cos term has to be maximum. Cos 2 pi f1 minus f2 by 2 times t should be maximum. Cos can take the maximum value of plus or minus 1. Isn't it? Plus 1 means crest, minus 1 means trough here. Okay, therefore 2 pi f1 minus f2 by 2 times t is equal to cos inverse of plus 1, plus or minus 1. To get cos inverse of plus, what is the value of cos inverse of plus 1? To get plus 1, cos has to be 0. Next, to get minus 1, it has to be 180. 180 means pi. Again, to get plus 1, it has to be 2 pi. Again, to get minus 1, it has to be 3 pi. And so on up to n pi. Okay. And here, you can cancel 2 and 2. Pi f1 minus f2 times t. Here you can also cancel this pi term. Okay. Finally, what you get here means f1 minus f2 times t is equal to n. Okay. For n is equal to 1, what you get? T is equal to 1 by F1 minus F2, and it is called beat period. Okay, one rise and one fall will make one complete beat. Okay, the time taken for one rise and one fall is called beat period. Similarly, F is equal to 1 by T, that is F is equal to F1 minus F2. This is called beat frequency. Okay, so beat frequency means in 1 second how many rise and falls are observed. Okay, it means heard. Okay, in 1 second how many rise and fall in the intensities can be heard is said to be beat frequency. Actually, in order to observe the beats, in order to hear the beats, the maximum difference between the two sound waves having frequency means 10. Please remember, if the beat frequency is more than 10 means we can't hear the beats. Beats are formed but we can't notice. Okay, say I will repeat once again briefly. Beats means the periodic rise and fall in the intensity of sound heard due to the superposition of two sound waves traveling along the same direction. Actually, those two sound waves should have nearly same frequency. Okay. Now, say if we come to the theory of beats, let us consider Y1 and Y2. Two sound waves are traveling along the same direction. They are having the nearly same frequency, for example. Next, according to the principle of superposition, we can add them. On adding, we get this equation. It looks like the form sin C plus sin D. Okay. On expanding sin C plus sin D, what we get here is 2 sin C plus D by 2 cos C minus D by 2. So based on that, I have expanded this. I expanded this. Next, here in omega 1 and omega 2, I have 2 pi outside. T as it T also I have taken outside. Therefore, sin 2 pi T F1 plus F2 will remain divided by 2. Here also for cos term 2 pi T I have taken out. Therefore, F1 minus F2 by 2 comes. Next, cos I will replace here, and in place of 2a cos 2 pi F1 minus F2 by 2 times T, simply I will write capital R, which is the amplitude of resultant wave. Okay, to get the maximum intensity of sound, R has to be maximum. R is maximum when that cos term, cos 2 pi F1 minus F2 by 2 times T should be plus or minus 1. In order to get plus or minus 1, see, to get plus 1, we have to put 0. For minus 1, 180 degree. For plus 1, 360 degree, like that. Okay. Next, so these are all mathematical steps, as you know. But here, T is equal to 1 by F1 minus F2 is capital T. This is called the beat period. The time taken for setting one rise and one fall. Okay. Similarly, the reciprocal of beat period is called beat frequency. Beat frequency is nothing but the difference in frequency of two sound waves. Okay. As I said earlier, please remember, only we can observe or we can hear the beats if and only if the maximum difference between two sound waves is 10. If it is exceeding 10 means we can't hear the beats. Okay. So after observing this video, I will upload 2 more videos, small videos. Please go through it, and you can actually, for better quality, try to use the headphones. So then you can easily notice the beats. Okay. Anyhow, so that's it from beats. Next, if we come to the application of beats, actually there are 3 applications. I won't explain them how the exact application of beats are taken, because it is actually a technique of utilizing the applications of beats, so it takes a lot of time. Simply I will mention. For further information, you can Google it. Okay. Applications of beats. First application of beats is, by using the concept of beats, we can find the unknown frequency of given tuning fork. Okay? to find the unknown frequency of given tuning fork, so we can use the beats. How? That I will explain in the while discussing about MCQs, objectives. Okay, actually it is not for theory, only for objectives. So during that time let us discuss. Second one, beats are used for tuning the musical instruments. For different the tuning of different musical instruments, one can use the concept of beats. Next, third one, beats are used to find the leakage of poisonous gases inside the mines. Okay, inside the mines. So, is there any leakage of poisonous gases or not? To examine that, to check that, so they use the concept of beats. Okay, anyhow, so these are the three applications of beats. As I said earlier, so understand the concept of beats and try to remember these formulae, these two formulae. Okay, so anyhow, thank you for watching.